Joined by the new head coach of the Denver Nuggets, old friend of ours, former teammate of Rick Fox, and that is Brian Shaw. First of all, congratulations, and I know how excited you are with the talent you have to work with.
Thank you. I am. You know, I was fortunate to be able to walk into a situation like this, get a playoff team, won 57 games last year, and so I'm looking forward. It's a lot of young guys that we want to develop and continue to improve, and so I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm going to try and keep this professional because I'm extremely biased. Also excited for you, Brian. Long time coming. This situation, as you said, the personnel is ripe for continued success for the organization there. Style of play, your thoughts on that right now? Have you decided and settled on it?
Well, you know, one of the things that they were very good at last year was, you know, getting out and running, playing at a fast pace and transition and taking advantage of the environment up there in the Mile High City. So I want to definitely continue to do that and improve on some of the areas, the half-court execution, obviously defensively as well. And we were one of the poorer free throw shooting teams in the league, so, you know, try to correct that problem as well. But just a lot of ball movement. We're going to have, I'm not running a triangle, but we're going to have a lot of triangle actions and triangle spacing in the things that we run offensively, and just let the guys play basketball.
Being a Phil Jackson tree disciple, how much did that come into play? I'm sure that for a long time everyone just thought you were only going to be a triangle coach.
Yeah, I guess, you know, in acting, what you do, and I'm proud of you doing that. There's, you know, I guess they call it typecast.
Right, there you go.
You know, so I was just kind of pigeonholed into only being a triangle guy. And one of the things that I always tried to bring up is that I played on 7 different teams and for, you know, 7 or 8 different coaches that ran different systems. And so I have the triangle. Obviously, that's a big part of who I am and what I do, and had a lot of success with that. But I also, you know, have been exposed to other situations as well. And so it's a blend of all the coaches that I played for and the things that I've learned throughout the years in the game, and then I'm just going to put my own twist on it.
We're talking to Brian Shaw, the new head coach of the Denver Nuggets. And Brian, you bring up an interesting point because any coach adjusts the personnel that he's given. He gets the opportunity to work with.
That's exactly right, you know. And so, you know, with a point guard like Ty Lawson, you know, you want to give him the freedom. You want to have him have the ball out at the top of the floor and be able to use his speed and quickness and break guys down off the dribble. And, you know, in a triangle offense, that's not something that, you know, is conducive to his abilities out there on the floor. So we're not going to do something that's going to constrict him. And that's what I was trying to get people to understand.
What about Danilo Gallinari, real quickly, the progress on him? And we heard it wasn't a full tear, but still it's going to be obviously a while.
Yeah, from what, you know, I mean, right now as a coach, I just think about the players that I know that are going to be there, you know, right there at the beginning of the season. And so, you know, I know our medical people will be doing the best that they can to get him ready to go as soon as possible. And, you know, from what I've met, from what I've seen of the young man so far, you know, he's eager to get back. You know, it's going to be a process, but we're going to have to get it done with the guys that are going to be out there and available at the beginning of the season.
Well, you've been developing not just current players that you've coached, you've developed teammates over the years. I was your rookie back in the day, not to show my age, so I know the type of teammate you can be. I'm excited to see what some of the young players that are for the Denver Nuggets are going to evolve and develop into, because I know you have your eyes on a couple of them.
Yeah, you know, over the past 2 years that I was with Indiana, you know, I had the pleasure of working with Paul George and Lance Stevenson and Roy Hibbert, guys who are kind of in the same mode as some of the guys that we have, you know, not household names, but a lot of potential, and seeing them develop, work hard every day. You know, we have a couple of guys here, especially with the loss of Andre Iguodala.
We want to hear some more about that.
We've got to take a quick timeout. We're going to come back and stick around.
I know I'm long-winded.
And Brian, tell us, what is going to be the biggest difference for you and maybe the biggest adjustment? You sit next to Frank Vogel, you're in the first chair. Sit next to Phil Jackson, you're in the first chair. Now it's your chair. The biggest transition for you.
Well, I think just the organizational part of, you know, now just making sure that how we structure practice, delegating responsibility to the assistants. And one of the things that I was blessed and fortunate about with both of the coaches that you mentioned, Phil as well as Frank Vogel, they gave me a lot of leeway to have input, and I want to do the same thing with our coaches. You know, I think that Lester is very deserving of a head coaching job. Melvin Hunt is a lead assistant as well, and will be a good head coach, and so I want to give them the opportunity to grow and have great input, you know, and just work together and be a true staff.
What are you hoping for from this week, from the team that you have assembled here?
Just to see improvement. You know, we've had a couple 2 days of two-a-days, and just trying to see who can pick up concepts and work together as a team and as a unit, and just trying to establish an identity and a style of play. Ball movement, hitting the first open man, you know, some of the stuff that we learned from Tex Winters, our coach, you know, and just see who can get it. So that's pretty much it.
Anytime Tex Winter gets a mention, it's okay by me. One of the great basketball minds we have ever seen. Longtime coach in the NBA with the Bulls, the Lakers, and a Hall of Famer with Kansas State as well. Let's not forget about his success in college basketball. We are looking forward to seeing the Denver Nuggets play this year, and we know it's going to be as entertaining as always.
Well, thanks for having me on. You know, like I said, we're just gonna start at the bottom. We're gonna keep building our way and try to improve on what the team did last year. And what I want to be judged on is not what we do in the regular season, but to try to get deep into the playoff picture, which the team hasn't been able to do.
Thanks to Brian Shaw for joining us on NBA.